Hello, and welcome to another Gibber86 YouTube video. And today we're looking at the addition of the Russian destroyers. So you will see, as of the last update, the Russian destroyers and battleships are arriving. Is it worth the hype? That's what we're going to look into the video. There's going to be a lot of cons compared to the pros with the Russians. I've managed to put a lot of time in with the lower tiers, and it's tough going. I'm not going to lie to you, it is absolutely tough going. They've thrown the tier 2 premium in just to entice people into the Russian destroyers, and it's called the Aurora. And to be honest, it's not much to write home about. It's got a lot of guns, it's really good with HE. But apart from the HE damage, I really did not enjoy the Aurora. Scotty was playing at the same time as I was, and he said the same. It's just not a very enjoyable ship to use, to be honest. It's not like, for example, when you're using tier 2 in the Japanese or the British, which are really enjoyable. This is just, it's a tough slog. It's a tough slog. Just the whole bonus of the Russians is the fact that their armament, as in their guns, are fast reloading, great at range, really good if you get certain commanders so you can set ships on fire, like I'm showing you at the moment. But that is the pro to the Russians, is the guns. The torpedoes are absolutely diabolical. Now, I've put a lot of time into the Russians and I really enjoy torpedo mechanics of the game, but this really did me. It's just, they're slow, the range is shocking. You look at the Japanese, where with a decent commander you were looking at 10 and 11k torpedo range, compared to the Russians with a 4 and 5k. Its detectability is not great, so you can't even sneak up on ships. Is it fun to play? Yeah, it probably is. Do you know, anyone can play with a really great ship. But if you want to challenge yourself as a commander, as a tactician, the Russians are probably going to be rewarding the higher the level of the ship you go. It's a tough slog, don't get me wrong. I'm currently working towards tier 5, but you know, if you want a challenge, I am sure the armament on the guns are going to get better and better as the tiers go up. And we're just watching a little bit of Scotty here. He's peppering someone from range, and this is what you can do. You can keep people at range, you can, you know, use that armament, that quick loading, plenty of guns, you know, paired with the high explosive damage and the fact that you've got certain commanders give you HE penetration, which is going to aid to your fires. There's going to be pros to it. So here we are on to the tier 2 destroyer. This is not the premium Aurora. I'm not even going to embarrass myself with trying to pronounce it. This is the definition of high risk, high reward. You have got to be in amongst these ships to get damage, to get the torpedoes off. And it's fun, don't get me wrong, it's a terrible ship. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a terrible ship. I really despise the ship. But when you play well, and you've got a team, and you've got to use your skills. It is frustrating, but I'm still working my way through. With the Japanese, I couldn't do it. The French, the Germans, I gave up. But the Russians, I'm slogging along. I am slogging along. Don't forget as well, as you are working your way through your German destroyers, you're going to unlock Russian crates that may give you blueprints to the battleships. It's the only way you're going to get access to the battleships at the moment. But currently I've unlocked the tier 3 and the tier 4 Russian battleships. Don't get me started on them. They are abysmal at range. Close in, they are nasty pieces of work and very, very, you know, hard hitting. But at range, I'm not even touching the Russian battleships at the moment. If you've played the game and you disagree with me, feel free. You know, throw some comments in there. Everyone I've spoke to about the Russians is just, it's hard work. It's hard work. Apparently on PC and in the World of Warships game, the Russians are very hard hitting, very nice. The guns make up for the fact that the torpedoes are terrible. But in Legends at the moment, it's almost like they're afraid to release ships that you can earn that are going to cause a lot of damage. So I've started putting together a few little mini clips just to show some talking. Your survivability is not great in this game, so you've got to get your kills, get your points, get your torpedoes off, and prepare for death, really. You know, there's lots of times where you'll get them, but they'll get you. And yeah, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. I won't put anyone off trying the Russians. The speed and the main guns are what's going to draw you in. So don't forget that you've got main guns. You're going to be absolutely firing away at them. But if you're a torpedo guy like me, you're not going to enjoy the Russians. You know, go back to your Japanese, go back to your British, because that's where you're going to get your enjoyment from. I like this. Absolutely. 3 shots into the Svetlana. When you first start off, you have to upgrade the torpedoes because the damage isn't the greatest. I think I had one incident where I came across an American battleship, put 5 torpedoes into it, and caused next to no damage. You've really got to work on those upgrades with the ship. Concentrate on starting with your destroyers and your cruisers, and that's where you're going to get the points, and that's where you're going to earn the upgrades. But is it nice to have different ships on, a bit of variety? Yeah, it is. It's something for people to aim for and people to work up those command trees. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video as much as I have making it. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys, and as always, press that like and subscribe, and check me out on Facebook and Twitter, and hopefully I will see you soon.